KBC, and especially Jeremy Ginger, because this is a response to your contest video. You asked for an album that we cannot live without, something that we could die happy listening to the rest of our lives. It's actually playing in the background. I'll show that first. It is Weston's Got Beat Up. Now I'm not just going to show this one album. I'm going to go through their catalog. We'll do 7 inches, Weston and Digger split, Weston Sticks and Stones split. This is Weston and Plow United split, Weston Bouncing Soul split. Both pressings, the blue and the green of A Perfectly Good Dishwasher, and Teenage Love Affair. Now those are the 7 inches I have. There are a few I'm missing. However, they have, there's a few I'm going to show on CD because I don't have on vinyl. Weston Splitsville. Now this is a compilation of all their 7 inches. So the 2 that I'm missing are actually on here. So I do have the songs from them. And I will throw this in. This is from 1993. This is before they even put anything out other than a couple 7 inches. This is a live bootleg I bought at a record show years ago. 15, 20 years ago, I'm not really sure. So let's start with their first full length. And this was on Gurn Blanstead Records. This is A Real Life Story of Teenage Rebellion. And this was their first full length. And honestly, that's the album that got me hooked. Then the next album, which I just showed, Got Beat Up. Got Beat Up came out in '96 on Go-Kart Records, and this is the album that I can not live without. This is the album that I can die happy, only owning one album, this is it. Weston's Got Beat Up. The back cover art here, you'll notice I have a t-shirt that I bought in '96 that I've never worn because blue's not my color, but I figured I'd put it on for the video. And I actually went so far as in about '97, I got it tattooed on me. So I am a fan. After Got Beat Up, they put out the Splitsville, the CD I showed. Then came the Stepchildren of Rock. Now this is a 2 LP set. It's a split with Weston and Doc Hopper. Doc Hopper has 1 LP, Weston has the other. And it's a live concert, and this is probably one of my favorite live concert records, other than Live After Death, and I might even put it above that. It's a great live album. It's really fun. You can just feel the energy of the crowd in this one, and it's great. So after that, they have, this is another one I don't have on vinyl that I'm searching for. It's called Matinee, and this has like Opening Chord, Record Shop. Just a very, very fun album. Their sound started to change a little bit here. They added a guy named Jesse Short on bass because Dave left the band, and their sound changed a little bit. Jesse actually sings a song on here, the I can never remember the name, Next to You at Night, which is kind of like same concept as you know, the I Would Walk It replacements, not the replacements. I'm retarded. I'm gonna skip that. So after Matinee, there was an album that I do not have, and it was a CD-only release. They left Go-Kart Records. They decided to sign with an Australian record company called Rubber Records, and Rubber Records being a small Australian-based company, they did not have the distribution or capability to put it out there. It never came to the US. It was never distributed to the US. And you know, Weston is they're from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. They're a Lehigh Valley area band, and being a US band with an album that can't see US distribution was very hard. The album did not do well. I think the majority of the distribution for the album was obviously Australia and like Japan. And you can get Japanese copies of the CD for like $50 online, and it's just, I can't see myself spending $50 on a CD, especially when some of the other songs from it made it onto their next album, amassed all the sounds. This was on Mojo, this was their first, and not that Mojo is a huge company, but this was basically a major sign for them going on to Mojo. And they added a keyboardist to this band, or for this album, they added a keyboardist, and the sound completely changed on this. Probably my favorite song off this is Liz Phair, and it's just a song about, you know, they want to sing a song with Liz Phair, and just a great song. It's basically, you know, Liz Phair, I love you type of song. But then the last thing that they released was this, and this is Weston, this is my voice, live at Maxwell's. This was a reunion concert. They did a reunion, I think 2009, I'm almost positive, it doesn't say, but it's 2009. They did a few reunion shows. They got together for a couple shows. And at one of those shows, which was this one, Maxwell's in New Jersey, they recorded the set and put it out on LP, and this is it's another good live one. I don't think it's quite as good as the Stuff Children Rock, but I would definitely hold this up there. So this would be the last release. So I'm not missing anything with the exception of the one on Rubber Records, Return to Mono, that was called. I don't know if I mentioned that. And a couple 7-inches, which I do have the media for the 7-inches, I just don't have the actual physical 7-inches. I'm on the search for those. So Weston would definitely be my band that I couldn't live without, that I could die happy listening to, and like I said, the album for sure is the one playing in the background, Got Beat Up. This album has so many good songs. If you can hear it, most of the songs are just about high school love. And you know, this came out in '96, which was the year I graduated high school, and there's songs about girls leaving for college and thinking they would write and they never do, and it was just a lot of stuff that hit home at the time for me because I stayed at home. I didn't go away to college, and there were a few girls who did. I say a few, I know I'm terrible, but so, you know, it hit home in a lot of ways, and it was just so fun. And this album just makes me remember, you know, my senior year of high school and the few years following, because the few years following is when I started seeing Weston a lot, and they played a lot of songs off this album. I think this is probably a fan favorite, and just a great album. So that's pretty much it. Jeremy, congratulations on getting more subs, and I'm glad to see your channel growing. I like some of the music you throw out there, and you know, as with anyone, I'm not into everything that you're into, but there are some good stuff, you know, we have in common. I'm glad to see you grow, man, and just keep it going, keep it up, and thanks for watching.